Okay, it's me back after a long time saying do not buy smartphones right now. It's probably the worst time to get a smartphone because see, on one hand, the sale season has just finished. We saw phone prices dropping to an all-time low and now festive season is going on. The sale is about to finish but a few brands are still trying to clear their stock. And on the other hand, 90% of flagships are launching in November to December. Some are better than iPhone and Samsung, some are a downgrade over last year, and some of the phone series are getting brutally killed. And some of them will make the current flagships cheaper. There is also a budget nothing phone coming. This is a very exciting video. We are shooting through the hills of Jim Corbett. This is the only smartphone news video you need to watch if you want to buy a new smartphone. Let's go. Now the biggest news in tech is slim phones are dead. At least for now. It's rumored internally that Samsung has killed the S26 Edge series. Again, as per leaks, it sold somewhere around 1 million units globally, which is less compared to the other S25 series. In fact, within a month of its launch, Apple has cut down on the production of iPhone Air. It is again rumored that it didn't sell well as compared to the other iPhone 17 series. And funny thing, when this news broke out, iPhone Air was sold out in China. I mean, if people could read YouTube comments, it was pretty clear that people didn't like slim phones with compromises. So let me know, are you still into slim phones or do you think they are dead after a year? Now moving ahead, since Samsung is going away with the S26 series, you will now have S26 Pro, S26 Plus and S26 Ultra. Now the dummies for the S26 series have been leaked and they look pretty interesting, and if you see in the middle, that is S26 Edge. But as I said, since it is killed, it is most likely not coming at least the next year. Now not much is confirmed about the S26 series. It is rumored that the S26 Pro will come with Exynos 2600, whereas the S26 Plus will come with Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy, and again the S26 Ultra will come with the same 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy. Now we'll try and get our hands on the dummies, so make sure you're subscribed and you don't miss out on that video. And talking about Apple, let's talk about rumored phones launching from flagship to budget. Now there are slight rumors that the iPhone Fold is coming in 2026. Multiple sources have pointed to an iPhone Fold launch in 2026 along with the iPhone 18 series. Now Samsung has confirmed that it is making an 8.6-inch folding display for a North American client. Who could that be? Now, there are slight rumors about the specs of the iPhone Fold. It is going to be 4.5mm when unfolded, which is slightly thicker than the Samsung Z Fold 7. You will get a 7.8-inch inner folding display, A20 processor, titanium frame, and we could also see Touch ID. I mean, finally Samsung can stop tweeting on every iPhone launch saying, let me know when it folds. Now the iPhone Fold is going to be very expensive. The iPhone 17 Pro Max costs 1.5 lakh rupees. So are we seeing an iPhone Fold at 2 lakh rupees? Let me know, would you be interested in an iPhone Fold for 2 lakh rupees? And if yes, we can be friends. Maza aega. Now talking about Apple, let's talk about Xiaomi, because as per Xiaomi CEO, they want direct comparison with Apple. So Xiaomi just launched 3 phones, Xiaomi 17, Xiaomi 17 Pro and Xiaomi 17 Pro Max. The name rings a bell. Now we recently covered the Xiaomi 17 Pro from China. It is the first phone in the world to come with Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. You get 12GB RAM, 256GB storage, 50 megapixel triple camera setup and this cute 2.7-inch OLED screen on the back. Now if you look at the design and the name, it is a direct copy of Apple 17 series, and we recently did a video on why Android companies try to copy Apple. You can watch it somewhere here. Now there's also a base Xiaomi 17 that is launched in China. It again comes with Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. You get 50 megapixel triple camera setup with smaller sensor size and a massive 7000 mAh battery in that cute little form factor of 6.3-inch AMOLED display. Now an interesting thing is we recently attended a Xiaomi casual event where they showcased these devices. So Xiaomi 17 is definitely coming to India, but it will be coming somewhere next year, early 2026. However, the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max is not coming to India, but the Xiaomi 17 Pro might come to India. There are chances for that. Now the Xiaomi 17 is expected to launch at similar price point like last year, around 50 to 55,000, where the Xiaomi 17 Pro would launch somewhere around 80 to 85,000 rupees. Now moving on to the next flagship, OnePlus 15. Now this would be a major launch for OnePlus because after 8 years, ever since OnePlus 8, this would be the first phone to launch without the Hasselblad branding. OnePlus has ended their partnership with Hasselblad. Now the OnePlus 15 is officially launching in China on October 27, and it would be the first phone to come in India with Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. Now in terms of specs, the design of OnePlus 15 kind of looks similar to the OnePlus 13s. OnePlus is the only company to make so much design changes every year with their flagship. If you put side by side OnePlus 12, OnePlus 13 and OnePlus 15, all of them look from different era itself. Now the OnePlus 15 is supposed to come with Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, action button instead of alert slider, gaming features, and there are rumors that it might come with an exclusive game. Now you also get a 50 megapixel triple camera setup with smaller sensors from last year. Now OnePlus has ended the Hasselblad partnership, plus the camera sensors are also downgraded from the last year, so what's going on? If someone from OnePlus is listening to this, hey man, stop. What's going on? Now, the OnePlus 15 will get a massive 7300 mAh battery and all other flagship specs. Now, along with the OnePlus 15, we'll also get OnePlus 15R. It is rumored to come with Snapdragon 8 Elite, which is last year's flagship processor, triple camera setup, and again, it is rumored to have even a bigger battery than the flagship at 7800 mAh. Like, this close to my power bank. Now the OnePlus 13R was the default recommendation from us this year. In fact, it was one of the most value for money phones from OnePlus, and we are expecting the OnePlus 15R to be in the similar territory. It should launch around 40 to 43,000 rupees. Now, one flagship that always goes under the radar is iQOO 15. Like, the design is already teased. By the time this video goes live, it might already be launched in China. So in India, it should come around 2nd to 3rd week of November. Now, as I said, the design is already out. It might feature a color changing back. Now, as per this teaser, it will also have an RGB ring around the camera island, just like last year. Now, in terms of specs, it will obviously have Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, supercomputing Q3 chip for 144 FPS gaming and 144Hz refresh rate display with 6000 nits of brightness. Now, the interesting thing is, it will have an upgraded 3x periscope camera, which is interesting to see. OnePlus is downgrading camera and iQOO is upgrading camera. Like, what a time. Now, in terms of rumored pricing, the iQOO 15 will launch around 65,000 rupees in India. Now, before we move on to the next smartphone, these are leaked prices of Dimensity chips and Snapdragon chipsets, flagship processors. Now, of course, the pricing would vary from brand to brand depending on the amount of order they give, but this will give you an idea that the Snapdragon chipsets cost twice than MediaTek Dimensity processor. Now, what this suggests is, in future, you might see more brands moving towards Dimensity processors, of course, due to cost benefits. Back to the video. Next up, we have the flagship that I'm personally most hyped about, Vivo X300 series. Now, these phones have already launched in China and we would see them in India around end of November to start of December. Now, the Vivo X300 series has two phones, Vivo X300 and Vivo X300 Pro. Now, there is no Vivo X300 Pro Mini like the compact phone beast we saw last year. But the good news is that the Vivo X300 is an upgrade to the Vivo X200 Pro Mini. So that's there. Now, in terms of specs, Vivo X300 will have a 6.31-inch 120Hz OLED display, Dimensity 9500 and 50 megapixel main plus 200 megapixel telephoto plus 50 megapixel ultra wide angle camera and a huge 6040 mAh battery. Now, with the Vivo X300 Pro, it will feature a larger 6.78-inch OLED display. Rest, the processor and the camera is the same, and it will have a larger 6510 mAh battery. Now, in terms of pricing, you can expect the Vivo X300 to be priced slightly higher at 70 to 75,000 rupees, whereas the Vivo X300 Pro will be priced around 90,000 rupees. Now, why I am excited about the Vivo X300 series is because on this particular trip, we are shooting all the photos with Vivo X200 Pro. No iPhone, no Samsung, straight up Vivo. And when I go to these creator events, I'm seeing more and more creators use Vivo X200 Pro to take photos. So that image of Vivo taking better photos than iPhone and Samsung is growing on to more people, and more competition just makes me excited. Now, another interesting launch is Realme GT8 Pro. Now, it is already launched in China on October 21st and it will come to India around 2nd to 3rd week of November. Now, the interesting part is Realme has made a partnership for camera with Ricoh. Now, for people who don't know, Ricoh is a Japanese camera maker who is popular to get better image quality in a pocket-friendly size cameras. And if you see, every Chinese smartphone maker has a collaboration with a camera brand. And this is how by strategy, these smartphone companies are getting better image quality than your traditional smartphone company like Samsung, Apple or Google. Now, the Realme GT8 Pro will also have a customizable camera module. You'll get top of the line Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. There's a dedicated Realme R1 chip for graphics and again the massive 7000 mAh battery. Overall, the flagship camera battle is going to be intense in 2026. Now, the Realme GT8 Pro has already launched in China for around 50,000 rupees, but in India with customs and all of that, you can expect it to launch around 60 to 65,000 rupees. Now, people's favorite Redmi K series might make a comeback in India. There are slight rumors for this. Now, by the time this video goes live, Redmi K series might have already launched in China. The Redmi K series will have two variants, Redmi K90 and Redmi K90 Pro Max. Like, Xiaomi and their love for Apple, still better love story than Twilight. Now, as per these official images, the back panel of the Redmi K series looks like a material made out of jeans, and you also get this sound by Bose text. So obviously the speakers will be sound by Bose. Now, in terms of specs, the Realme K90 will be the base variant and it will get Snapdragon 8 Elite or Snapdragon 8 Gen 5, 7100 mAh battery, which is Xiaomi's own battery tech, IP68 rating. Now the Redmi K90 Pro Max will be the top variant and you'll get top of the line specs like Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, 7560 mAh battery, 100 watt fast charging. Now the Redmi K series is focused more towards performance and gaming. Now in terms of pricing, not much is known, but the Redmi K90 series, you can expect it to come around 35,000 in India, whereas the K90 Pro Max should come around 45,000 rupees in India. Now enough of flagships, we are finally coming to the budget series. Now Nothing is launching another phone, and this time it would be a budget phone. Now the launch date is supposed to be at the end of 2025. It is going to be named Nothing Phone 3A Lite. Now in terms of rumored specs, you will see either a Dimensity 7300 or Dimensity 7400. You will be getting a 5000 mAh battery and probably there will be 33 watt charging, and you should get charger in the box. There is no clarity on that. You will get a triple camera setup with ultra wide angle camera and at the same time 2x telephoto camera. Now if you see overall in terms of specs, it feels very similar to the CMF Phone 2 Pro, but the back design and everything is like Nothing Phone 3A and minus the glyph lights. There will be no glyph lights on the 3A Lite. It will have a more minimal back design. Now in terms of pricing, it was supposed to fill the gap between CMF Phone 2 Pro and Nothing Phone 3A. So it is rumored to be priced around 20 to 21,000. Now the interesting thing is, Nothing has recently raised a lot of money and the entire focus in post or everything is towards AI products or AI focused OS. So I wouldn't be surprised if in a couple of years Nothing drops the glyph light and everything is redirected towards AI. That would be interesting. So that was the list, and if you're someone who's looking to make a phone purchase, especially flagship, it would totally make sense to hold on to that at least for the next 1 month. You will have really good clarity, and let us know which phone you are most excited about. We'll try to source it and cover it at the earliest. Subscribe for that. On that note, this is Bhai signing off. See you in the next video. Pew pew pew.